Dad, why are you out here so late? Wanna go inside? Okay. Okay, good morning everyone. So I set the camera up, but Lefty jumped in my chair, so I'm gonna sit here and talk to you. So today I'm gonna install a couple of solar powered motion detection lights on the outside of the truck. I've had times where I'm out away from the truck at night, you know, go down to a gathering, down to the campfire, and then I'm coming back to the truck and it's, you know, a night with no moon and it is really dark. And, you know, I fumble with my keys, trying to get them in the door. And so these motion detection lights, I'm really looking forward to having these installed and functioning. I bought them, you know, got them off Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. And hey, excellent. I'll put a link in the description for them. And I bought them, it was a 2-pack of lights. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but I'll list it also right here in the video. And, you know, obviously there's a lot of these lights for sale. And so I spent a bunch of time, you know, reading review after review after review. I picked one that I feel should be of good quality. It's very bright. I tested them, you know, I charged them up for recommended 2 days of charging them, which I did. I left them out in the sun for actually 2 or 3 days, getting them all charged up, and then I tested them, and they are bright. They got a lot of LEDs on them. They're very bright. For right now, I'm going to put the 2 of them on the door side of the truck. So the other side of the truck, where there's no door, I might put some on that side down the road. I want to install these and see that they're functioning well, and then possibly put one on the back and then on the other side. But, you know, definitely I want them on this side here where the door is, because that's the side that I approach, obviously. And this is where most of the activity happens here, you know, coming in and out of the truck. And if I had some light out here, that would really, really help. So what I'm thinking of doing here is, you know, I've got these cover-up panels where there used to be the code lights, they called them, you know, the red. These were red lights, I believe, on the side here. So this is ABS plastic, 1/8" ABS plastic. So these lights, let me pick one of them up here. I've got one of them charging out on the back bumper. So this is the lights here. This is one of them. You can see the array of LEDs. So I think that these will kind of size-wise, it's almost like it was made for it, right? So I believe what I'm going to do is put one on this panel here, and then a second one on this panel back here. And that's going to give me, should give me excellent light coverage down this whole side of the truck. You know, originally I was thinking, okay, let's put it right over the door. But I don't know that I want to do that. It would mean drilling more holes into the aluminum. And if I can avoid doing that, I'll avoid doing it. So what I'm going to use, you can see that these are designed to have 2 screws, right? You see the holes right there. So what I'm going to do, I am going to use screws, but I'm also going to use some 3M very high bond double-sided adhesive tape on the back. So if you think about that adhesive with a surface that's prepared correctly and a good bond, it should hold the light up there. I'm just going to grab this tape. So this is the 3M VHB tape that I have. There's a lot of different versions of this. There's a version of it that I used on the solar panels on the roof. If I had more of that, I wouldn't even use screws on these lights. That's stuff that I used up there, and I got it from a guy that I met at the van build. So I don't have any more of that, but this is a version that I have, a brand or a model of this VHB tape, and this is just not as super strong as the one I used on the roof. This is very strong, but not as strong as what was used on the roof. So I'm gonna use this in conjunction with 2 screws. So you can see it's a nice flat surface on the underside of these lights. So I'm gonna clean these off. I'm gonna clean the mounting surface on the truck, tape, stick them up there, and then just put 2 screws in there just to hold it. So the tape is doing a lot of the work and the screws will be there as security. So, okay, so let's get these up here. I'm excited to try these out tonight. Okay, so one of the things that I think sometimes people make mistakes with is not preparing the surface of what you're going to use this high bond tape with. So what I'm thinking is I'll put 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces on here. So I'm going to use some isopropyl alcohol, wipe this surface clean, which is what you should really always do when you're going to use this VHB tape, is prepare the surface free of all debris and oils and use isopropyl alcohol, okay? So let's go ahead and get this wiped off. Nice and clean. Let's get the other one while we're at it. Okay. Also going to do the same up on the truck. This stuff is not super difficult to work with, but you know, it's kind of hard to peel the liner off. What I typically do is I cut the length while it's still on the roll here. That seems to work out a little better for me. So I just make a slice at the length that I want, not pushing too hard because you'll go through the next row. Okay. I think I'm just going to go with one longer piece up at the top here, right in between the screws. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm going to peel these liners off and I'm just going to climb up there and stick it on. Then I'm going to put the screws through after I've got it sealed up to the, stuck to the truck already. There we go. Okay, now here's where my eye for straightness and all that comes in. Hopefully I can get it up here straight on the first shot and right side up. That would stink. Okay, so just trying to center it. And how's that? There we go. Okay, that's gonna work. I think that's it. Let's get these peeled and we'll get these up here. Gosh, I think it took about as long to get these liners peeled off of the tape as it did to do the whole job. Goodness. Okay, there we go. We've got it. All right, very nice. Okay, there we go. Let's step back and take a look at this and see what they look like. Okay. Yeah, they don't really stick out too far. Really not, well, you know, a couple inches farther than the existing floodlights, but nothing really obtrusive. I like it. So tonight we're going to come out here and we're going to play with the motion activated light. All right, there's the truck lit up. It is totally dark out tonight. So there's the lights on. I'm very happy with this. They're putting out a good amount of light. Almost too much for any close by neighbors, but it is what it is. So let's let them turn off. 30 seconds. Okay, there they're fading out. There they go. Let's see if he can wake them back up. There, he's got one and the other. Thank you. Perfect timing, Left. All right. Thanks everyone for watching the video and sticking through to the end here. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Leave me some comments. Thanks everyone. Take care.